All right, let's get it cracking, guys. Okay, so this is the building right here that butts up next to the back of the Scientology building. Hey, excuse me. You know Scientology is a cult, right?
Yes.
Do you know anything about them?
I don't.
Okay, cool. I was gonna ask maybe if you want to get on camera for a second. Maybe
Yeah,
ask
I
a
don't
couple
know
questions.
any.
They're right here behind this building, and they're a human trafficking cult.
Oh yeah, I've seen it on TikTok.
It's terrible stuff,
Yes.
man. Yeah, so check it out. Full Court Press.
Okay, sounds good.
On YouTube. All right. So she doesn't really know much, but of what she's seen on TikTok, which is probably Streets LA. I should have asked her. But hey, so I want to start off this one with a huge thanks to all of the viewers of Scientology. Natalie with Scientology Life After a Cult. Sorry guys, my mind's a little scattered. Took a long route here today, but yeah, you guys really came through for me this morning. Jumped on, subbed up, and I really appreciate all the support and the love. We're gonna get this whole thing to come to a head here in San Diego with Scientology. They're not wanted here. You know, we don't want them in our community. They bring nothing to the table except for corruption and tyranny. If you think about it, David Miscavige is basically like Kim Jong-un or any of the other horrible dictators in history. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. It's probably the new dungeon, right? I mean, SDG&E might still own it. But man, wouldn't that be something if this was the new relearning, or what is that? The reteaching facility? The whole, that would be some stuff, I bet. Man, wow. Creepy. Excuse me guys, I'm out of breath. Ooh-wee. A lot of little big hills here. This one over here is one of the biggest ones we have, one of the steepest ones we have downtown. It's just a straight shot up. But anyway, I have the secrets to going clear. You know, I think it might be my reactive mind. You know, I am the problem. I am the cause of my reactive mind. I think that's when I knew that, I knew I was clear of the Thetans, See, because the Thetans, they attach to my body real deep. And the only way to get them out is to audit them. You gotta audit them. And you can do that by using the tech of Scientology. And I have my GoPro out today, guys, so it's gonna be kind of hard to see some stuff. And I'll have to pull out my phone here in a moment to really capture what I want to capture. But the fun part is, I got my tripod. These big old long legs. So, hello.
Morning, how you doing?
Good. It's a cult. It's a human trafficking cult. It's a cult. It's a human trafficking cult. Oh. Scientology.
Okay.
Do you know anything about Scientology?
About
It's pretty bad stuff, man. It's pretty bad stuff. If you ever have a moment, you see me out here, stop by. I'll tell you all about it.
All right, thank you.
Have a good day. God bless. All right. Little tripod action. Well, look at you, Mr. Tripod. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. All right. There we go. Okay, so now for the gimbal. Get her out. It's about 10:30, I think. Maybe close to 11 a.m. And they have a 9 a.m. morning class. I believe it's a 9 a.m. Dianetics course, if I'm not mistaken. But that should probably be over by now. I wanted to try to capture the last people, get the last people coming out, you know? But we might not have the pleasure this morning of capturing anybody coming out. So, we'll make good. So it's kind of like a revenge of the street kids, right? So a little bit of self-disclosure. I mean, not too much, but I'll give you guys a little bit. I've been homeless on and off throughout my whole adult life. And, you know, tough times and whatnot. Come from poverty. No boohoo story. I just wanted to say that during one of the audits up in LA, a real funny thing was brought to light, right? All these kids, these street kids on Hollywood Boulevard, have been abused at one point or another by Scientology. You know, they would come out and they would see these street kids and they would say, hey, we got a place for you guys to sleep. We got food for you to eat. All you have to do is just sign this little, you know, measly, you know, billion-year contract, no big deal. And we'll give you all your basic needs. Meet all your basic needs. And you just work with us and basically help us save the world, right? So this was one of their techniques in the human trafficking of kids. Now, I have a real soft spot in my heart for street people. I have a real soft spot in my heart for street kids, because I was one, you know. From about the age of 16 through 27, you know, it was on and off the streets. To think that they were abusing street kids, you know, in need for all these years, just really hit to the core. So when Streets LA said, hey, I need some people to come out and film in whatever city you're in, when him and AA Ron were talking about it, I was like, you know, I only needed a nudge. Because when I heard about the whole street kid thing, I was already fired up, right? So today is like revenge of the street kids. Because I'm out here. And I hope that whoever is in San Diego that's watching this, I hope you guys link up with me in the bio. You know, I got an email. Email me. I would love to link up with you and come out here. Because we're stronger in numbers. We are much stronger in numbers. Right? I don't think that these people understand how serious we are. You know, it's just a joke. It's just a joke to them, probably. Or Davey Miscavige is telling them, oh, you know, they'll go away. Just ignore them, guys. They'll go away in time. Which, I don't think is going to be the case. With AA Ron and growing up around Scientology and the crew out there in Clearwater, Florida, with my efforts here and with the godfather of all this, you know, Streets and the crew, the TikTok crew up in LA, there's only potential and room for us to grow from here. Now, I want to make it clear, I'm not directly linked to any of these people. I don't want them to feel insulted or anything to think that because I'm saying their names that I'm insinuating that I'm directly linked to them, because I'm not. I'm not. You just all share the same passion here. And I look up to them. I look up to all you guys, man. You're my heroes. And I'll probably just start referring to you as my heroes and my role models, because that's what you are to me. All right, cool. So I got my other camera working now. Let's see if I can get my GoPro. There we go. Hey, hi GoPro. Got my gimbal. So let's get a little dual action going on here. Yes, okay, let's see who's in there today. Uh-oh. Hello, hi, it's a cult. Yeah, Scientology is a cult. Human trafficking cult. Alright, let's see here. Alright. Defrog it. That's Sea Org. That's got to be Sea Org. Yeah. That's got to be a Sea Org member in there. Which is cool. You know, maybe she was a street kid at one time too. I feel like the directive down here, you know, what I want to do down here in San Diego, a tad bit different, because you don't have people out here that I know of, at least. People out here in the streets recruiting out front. They may be down by Horton Plaza, or maybe by the airport or Balboa Park. I really don't know. I'm gonna have to try to figure it out. But at least as far as it goes here, this is a Class 5 church. That's what they call it, Class 5 church or Class 5 org. And they have a little bit of a different schedule over here. Like, mostly it's welcome, come on in for a tour. You know, like right there it says welcome, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. on the weekdays. You can come in and watch the cool volcano movie where Xenu drops the popsicle people. Well, actually, I don't think it shows it in the video because you're not at the right OT level. But yeah, how you doing, man? It's all right. Hey, they're a cult. It's a human trafficking cult, Scientology. Just so you know. Thanks, brother. Have a good day, man. Yeah, so the volcano, I don't think that you're at the right OT level yet when you first start, or like when you're just coming in to know that Xenu dropped the popsicle people in. But that's what happened. Yeah, so that's what happened. Lord Xenu, God bless him, is the one who dropped us, our forefathers, into that volcano. Yep. And that's where kind of everything started, man. He had to repopulate, you know, because where he comes from, where Xenu came from, crime and bad people were just running rot. It's another story for another day. Get back on track here for a minute. I did want to talk about something that happened today in Natalie's live. She was saying that Scientologists are primarily super disconnected people, and one of the things that puts them back behind the rest of society is their disconnect from society. And it seems like that lack of empathy, right, or just empathy in general, is kind of what makes us human beings and what makes us care for each other and love each other. And without empathy, I don't really know where this world would be, right? I just thought that was a really important note that she hit on this morning. You know, it's really interesting. It's interesting stuff, man. What you'll find out, what you'll learn from each other. I'm learning everything primarily from the SPTV members from what I see in here, streets talk about. Because like I said, it was up until, you know, recently, within the past year, that I really knew how corrupt this organization is. I never really knew the depth of the corruption. It's pretty disgusting, right? It's pretty disgusting. I'm guessing she's Sea Org. I'm pretty sure she's Sea Org, the one behind the counter here. Seen her get up a second ago and it looked like she had that Sea Org uniform on. There's not a lot of people that walk by right here. There's one dude that just passed behind me, just out of respect for my my camera. But it's so far. This area is so far away from like the hustle and bustle. The trolley tracks, they're about 3 blocks that way. And there's a ton of stuff going on down there. You know, Horton Plaza is right down the street from here, or the old Horton Plaza. But the location is so inconspicuous, right? Like, who would have ever guessed that this would have been an org? I mean, it says Scientology on it for sure, but it's just so out of the way. It's just so far out of the way. Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Hi. Are you guys Scientologists?
Yeah.
Hi. So I'm doing a little documentary on Scientology, and I was just curious to know what you guys felt, or how you guys felt about... Oh, no, I was just wondering how you felt about Danny Masterson and what happened.
We have to go.
Hold on. I was just curious how you guys felt about what Danny Masterson and what happened, and about how Scientology kind of covered that whole thing up. You guys are aware of that, right?
We're in the session.
Okay. I was just curious if you knew it's a human trafficking cult. I was just wondering if you knew that. Hey, is Shelly Miscavige in here? Hello? Huh. That's interesting. Shelly, are you here? Shelly! Alright. Well, I guess he was in an auditing session. And the young man with the beautiful long hair who came out right now, I don't know who he is. I guess he is probably one of their security members, but who knows? I just really want to know how they felt about Danny Masterson and about how the Church of Scientology covered that whole thing up. I was just curious. Foolish me. I'm not no Chris without a Hellcat. That's for damn sure. Oh boy. He knows how to get them questions out good. I mean, wow. It's just so interesting how they approach me. I'm not trying to like be bad. I just want to know how they feel about some things. This place looks so different during the daytime though. I'm telling you, man, like you drive by it, you totally miss it. It's one of those buildings you just would never expect. You know what I mean? You drive by, you never think that they're just criminals in there. There's a criminal organization operating. You never think it. I mean, you really wouldn't. But, you know. I did see a police car go by, but I guess he didn't want to say hi. Alright. Trying to get used to how this thing operates. Yeah, man. You guys have been showing me a lot of love on these past couple videos. I really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it, guys. not a whole lot going on. I guess this would be a good time to read Dianetics. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this camera on pause, guys, and I'm gonna use the GoPro for a second. I'm gonna tell you a little story. Alright. See? The synopsis. Let's start here, guys. Hello, hi. This is a human trafficking cult. You know anything about Scientology? It's a human trafficking cult. Just to let you know. It's a human trafficking cult, guys. So the synopsis. This is from Dianetics, page 5. Alright, so the creation of Dianetics is a milestone of man comparable to his discovery of fire and superior to his inventions of the wheel and arch. Dianetics is the science of mind, far simpler than physics or chemistry. It compares with them in the exactness of its axioms and is on considerably higher echelon of usefulness. The hidden source of all psychosomatic ills and human aberration has been discovered, and skills have been developed for their invariable care. Dianetics is actually a family of science embracing the various humanities and translating them into useful, precise definitions. The present volume deals with individual Dianetics and is a handbook containing the necessary skills both for handling of interpersonal relations and the treatment of the mind. With the techniques presented in this handbook, the psychiatrist, psychoanalyst, and intelligent layman can successfully and invariably treat all psychosomatic ills and ignorance and inorganic aberrations. Most importantly, the skills offered in this handbook will produce the Dianetic clear. Ooh, the clear, yeah. An optimum individual. Sorry, that's my. Alright, so an optimal individual with intelligence considerably greater than the current normal, or the Dianetic release, an individual who has been freed from his major anxieties or illnesses. The release can be done in less than 20 hours of work and is a state superior to any produced by several years of psychoanalysis, since the release will not release. Okay, so they had me until they said the release will not release. I have no idea what the hell that means. I mean, me personally, I have gone clear in less than 20 hours of Dianetic work, guys. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, that's crazy. It's so crazy, right? Yeah, I mean, I just realized that basically I am the root cause, right, of my reactive mind. It's me. I'm the cause of my reactive mind. It is me. So yeah, I had to do less than 20 hours. Hi, how you doing, sir? You know Scientology is a cult, yes? Yes, it's a human trafficking cult. Great. Have a great day, sir. So, back to the story here. Sorry about the camera. Okay. Fix that. There we go. So, Dianetics is an exact science, and its application is on the order of, but simpler than, engineering. Oh, it's simpler than engineering, of course. Yes. Its axioms should not be confused with theories, since they demonstrably exist as natural laws hitherto undiscovered. Man has known many portions of Dianetics in the past thousands of years, but the data was not evaluated for importance, was not organized into a body of precise knowledge. In addition to the things known, if not evaluated, Dianetics includes a large number of new discoveries of its own about thought and the mind. The axioms may be found on page 42 of this volume. Understood and applied, they embrace the field of human endeavor and thought, and yield precision results. The first contribution of Dianetics is the discovery that The problems of thought and mental function can be resolved within the bounds of the finite universe, which is to say that all data needful to the solution of mental action and man's endeavor can be measured, sensed, and experienced as scientific truths, independent of mysticism or metaphysics. The various axioms are not assumptions or theories, the case of past ideas about the mind, but are laws which can be subjected to those vigorous laboratory and clinical tests. Okay. The first law of Dianetics is a statement of the dynamic principle of existence. Okay. The dynamic principle of existence is survive. Oh yeah, see, here we go. All right, guys. So that right there, completely, I mean, and it's in caps. And you know when someone puts something in all caps, they're fucking serious. So it says the dynamic principle of existence is survive. Can you see that right there, guys? Is it too blurry? It's too blurry? Right about there? Somewhere right there? Okay, anyway, so earlier, like what I was saying about the lack of empathy, if the dynamic principle of existence is to survive, that is self-centered, right? That means the world revolves around you and your survival, right? It means nobody else matters, it's just you. There's one piece of cake left and you're starving, there's 3 other people in the room who are starving too. Is the dynamic principle for you to survive and eat it alone, or to share it, right? There's no sharing, there's no caring when it comes to soul survival. I mean, animals survive. That's their primary existence. Me, personally, I would like to thrive in life, right? I hope everybody out there who's listening feel the same way. Like, you'd like to thrive, and you'd like to have a really good life, and have that life abundantly with others. But anyway, here we go. Back to it. No behavior or activity has been found to exist without this principle. It is not new that life is surviving. It is new that life has an entire dynamic urge, only survival. Survival is divided into 4 dynamics. Survival can be understood to lie in any one of the dynamics, and by faulty logic can be explained in terms of any one dynamic. Hello, hi. You know this is a cult, yes? Human trafficking cult. Okay. Have a good day, ma'am. A man can be said to survive for self alone, and by this all behavior can be formulated. He can be said to survive for sex alone, and by sex alone all behavior can be formulated. He can be said to survive for the group only, or for mankind only. And in either of these, the entire endeavor and behavior of the individual can be equated and explained. There we go. So, you guys are indeed responsible for Danny Masterson. Checks out. Wow. Look at that. We're only like a couple pages into this book. It says, he said to survive for sex alone, and by sex alone all behavior can be formulated. We're just acknowledging that. Hi ma'am. This is a human trafficking cult.
Oh.
Yes, thank you. Have a good day, ma'am. So these are 4 equations of survival. Each one apparently true. However, the entire problem of the purpose of man cannot be resolved unless one admits all 4 dynamics in each individual. So you must admit, right, all 4 of these dynamics about the sex and about, you know, being selfish and only you can do it, all that stuff, right? So equated, the behavior of the individual can be estimated with precision. These dynamics then embrace the activity of one or many men. All right, so guys, look. I could keep going on and on and on and on and on and on, but I'm going to leave you with this here, okay? The 4 dynamics. Dynamic 1, the urge of the individual to reach the highest potential of survival in terms of self and his immediate symbiotes. Dynamic 2, the urge of the individual to reach the highest potential of survival in terms of sex, the act and the creation of children and their rearing. Dynamic 3, the urge of the individual to reach the highest potential of survival in terms of the group, whether civil, political, or racial, and the symbiotics of that group. Hi guys, this is a human trafficking cult.
Hello.
Yes, thank you. Dynamic 3, the urge of the individual to reach the highest potential of survival in terms of the group, whether civil, political, or racial, and the symbiotes of that group. Dynamic 4, the urge of the individual to reach the highest potential of survival in terms of mankind, and the symbiotes of mankind. Now I hear a lot about how in Scientology words matter. You gotta look up the definition of the words in order to understand what everything means, or else you gotta go back and you gotta do your readings. You gotta go back and do your teachings, right? So let's look up what the word symbiotes mean. Symbiotes. Alright. Not the Amazing Spider-Man. What is that? Talking about the Marvel Universe? That's not what we're looking for. How funny. Look up symbiotes and it brings up comics. What the heck? Symbiote, the thing in the crevice was some sort of vegetative symbiote. Conjecture, it fed its companions foods that it manufactured from air, water, subterranean. Okay, so it really has no other meaning other than an organism living in symbiosis. So you and the organisms around you living in symbiosis, who also are striving for their own survival. So I guess everyone partakes in each other's byproducts. I don't freaking know, dude. I didn't grow up in a cult, but shit, pretty confusing stuff, man, I'm telling you. Alright, yeah. Hi again. You guys know this is a human trafficking cult? It's a cult, guys. Don't go in there, please. Don't go in there. It's a cult. Please, sir. Sir, please. It's a cult. Alright. So that guy right there with the hat, he's an auditor. The other guy next to him, I guess is probably a newer recruit or someone working on their OT. And or working on whatever the frick they call it. I'll figure it all out soon. But anyway, I think I might have just scared him. He's like, don't listen to him. Don't listen to a word he said. We're not a cult. Cult is not the right word. We're a symbiote. We're living in symbiosis. We're a, what do you call it? We're symbionts. Yeah, we're symbionts. Alright. So, let's go ahead and get a picture of what's going on around here. Get my camera back out on my phone. Like I said, there's not really a whole lot going on here inside. I thought I'd come out here for a little bit. Get some action on you guys. You can see what this order looks like during the daytime. Call Mitchell's school. Yeah. Hey, how you doing, sir? This is a cult right here. Just want to let you know, Scientology is a cult. Okay. Have a good day. Hey, it's the cult.
Hey, man, don't be taking my picture, man.
Okay, no problem, man.
Take my picture!
No problems. Sorry about that. Have a good day. Just let people know it's a cult, that's all, man. Oh, this is It's right here. What's going on? Nothing going on. I'm gonna wave at the steel girls. Hi. Hi. Hello. Hello, ma'am. Hi. How are you? This is a cult. It's a cult. Have a good day. Take a little ride. Take a little ride with me, girl. Who's down here? I'm guessing that's where he brought the guy a little while ago. You guys can see. Can you guys see in there? That's the hallway for the auditing. That's where they bring the auditors. And they got the blinds up again over here today. See if we can get a good picture right here. Everybody out there who's watching, if any of you have a story that you'd like me to read during these spare, during this time where nothing's happening, where there's no drama or action, if you have any story about what's happened to you when you were in Scientology, or family members, or anything you want me to say on air, I'd be more than happy to do that for you. My email is fullcourtpress.Scientology@yahoo.com. Send me an email and explain whatever it is that you want me to share, and I'd be more than happy to share your story. I think it's important that we all help share our stories. If we've had anything bad happen to us because of this cult, to let other people know and to talk, open the air. It might be hard, you might not be ready. Some serious stuff might have happened to the point where you're never ready to share. But sharing helps open up the air for other people to get whatever they have to get off their chest, We need to really bring attention and awareness to the victims of Scientology, because there's many. There are many. Anyway, so I appreciate you guys. I'm about to shut down and shop for now. Might come back out here a little later. Hey, excuse me, sir. This is a cult, yes?
Cult?
Yeah, it's Scientology.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever heard of Scientology?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it's a human trafficking cult. Just want to make you aware of it.
Okay. Cool.
Have a good day, man.
What are you doing?
Just making a documentary on
cool.
YouTube. My YouTube's Full Court Press.
Okay, yeah.
Full Court Press. Trying to bring awareness to Scientology, man.
Cool.
It's a human trafficking cult. You don't pay taxes. I mean, how do you feel about that?
Right.
About them not paying taxes? You might have to get you on camera.
No, I'm okay.
How do you feel about them not paying taxes?
That doesn't sound right.
It don't sound right?
Yeah.
They hide behind the idea that they're a church. They don't really have any church service.
Yeah.
It's ugly.
Yeah.
Check it out on YouTube. There's a lot of stuff going on right now about it, but
Okay.
I just want to make you aware.
Right on.
God bless, man. Have a good one. Yeah, so not everybody wants to be on camera. I mean, I can openly film anybody out here, right? I'm in public. But these guys are really the ones I want to film. Not everybody wants to be on camera. I understand. First Amendment auditing, that's different. When you're going in to make a point, That's different. Sometimes you gotta make people uncomfortable to drive change, but right now the only people I want to make uncomfortable is Scientology. So that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, I will come back out here later on tonight, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah.